Huh! No! 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 That's good. Hello there, my exceptional intellectuals. I dare you to say that 10 times fast. Welcome back to another episode of Half-Life Lore with y'all here today, and I don't like making these anymore, but I made a YouTube post to the community saying that the comment to this post with the highest number of likes would be the next video. So yeah, it's kind of fun to be back. It's hard doing Half-Life Lores now because I've basically touched on everything that's important, but I've forgotten about this super important character who's so important to the series that I cannot believe I haven't talked about him before. Maybe more important than Gordon Freeman. And when I say more important than GF, I mean big time deal. I'm gonna do this whole lore just from the top of my head, by the way. I'm not gonna plan out any of it. Now obviously this is kind of a goofy subject, and I gotta fulfill my promise with this lore video, so I'm gonna chug this beer, and whatever I say in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna make a lore about. Let's do it. Let's begin. When you're talking about epic heroes, you can speak of Homer, of Odysseus, of Hercules. You're forgetting one name. Laszlo from Half-Life 2. He has been called the world... He's been said to have the greatest mind in our generation.
The finest mind of his generation.
And he is famous for appearing in Half-Life 2 midway through the game, where he's laying on some sand and ant buggers crunch him dead. Not much is known about Laszlo, okay? Except he likes the same beanies that I do. He likes the nice, warm, great Neff beanies, except for his is blue. He was definitely with the Resistance, and the character of Laszlo was actually named Tobias originally. Because Tobias, and I looked this up, by the way, means the goodness of God. That is right. His original name meant the goodness of God. He was too good for us to ever have experienced in a video game. So we had to bring him down a bit to Laszlo, which means glorious ruler. So the etymology strengthens Laszlo's epicness in the video game saga of Half-Life. Now, right before you reach Laszlo, there was a lighthouse full of rebels who were fighting off giant alien buggers. Alright? Huge ones. And Laszlo, presumably, since the vicinity between his death and the lighthouse, means he was escaping the lighthouse out of fear. Because he was running for his life. Because he was pissed scared of the big bug. And I would be too. So don't be too harsh on Laszlo. So, Resistance, Laszlo, sand. If we add 2 and 2 together, this means that Laszlo, whose name means the glorious ruler, and the chapter Sand Traps, he is the ruler of sand. It's pretty interesting to think about contextually when you try and factor in the dark energy equations. You know, sometimes when you're on the clock at work and it's just the perfect time to poop? Well, Laszlo was taking advantage of his Resistance time clock and laid down in the sand for a quick old napster. He was all sleepyhead, having a sleepy sleep on the job. Well, as he is sleeping, ant buggers crunch him, he's dead. And the funny thing is, even if you manage to kill all the ant lions before they attack Laszlo, Laszlo still dies! Laszlo's story, when you break it down into terms of the Greeks, you have comedies, and you have tragedies. Laszlo was a comedy. Just kidding, he was definitely a fucking tragedy. Are you kidding me? Take it serious. This character only existed on screen for perhaps 7 seconds, but he made an impact on me as a person. He made an impact on everybody, even Chef Boyardee. Now, there's obviously more to it than that, but do you really want to know? If so, check out the Combine Over wiki. And you'll learn out everything you need to know, except for I think I gave honestly a better representation of who Laszlo is than they could ever do, because I put the emotion into it. It's not just words on a screen, folks. It's coming straight from here. Hopefully that gave you a little insight into Laszlo. And if you enjoyed that, you can like me. And if you didn't like it, you can subscribe. That works too. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I actually have a really good actual full-on lore coming up from my friend Loch Nash Mobsta. You can check him out in the description. He gave me a suggestion to do Bioshock lore, and that is actually a really good idea. So I think I'm going to hop on that, and that will be coming up shortly. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully that was at least sort of funny. I have no idea. And as always, I love you. See you in the next video. Pew!